Ladies and gentlemen, some of the true villains of society are never exposed. We look past them because we don't look at them as villains. But I want to expose some of the villains of society that are destroying the youth of America, the youth of all worlds, the youth of everybody on earth, because to be a certain way, to look a certain way is the standard now, and it's really bad for us folks who do our best to try and stay as earthly, natural as we can. Some of us, we make alterations, but some of it goes too far. I want to show you guys a video of destruction that won't be looked at as destruction by the average mind, but people who have two eyes and a heart that beats toward morality will see how sad this video was for me to watch, how hard it was to watch. When somebody showed it to me, I really couldn't believe it. Do we have that first video of the 1-year-old
Jesus
being mutilated?
Because I've seen him on toddlers, but this right here.
Raylene
Okay,
Pyru.
look,
Okay, so this is the baby.
Look at that.
You see the baby?
Yeah.
Look at what they are doing to this 1-year-old. They are destroying a child. They are putting...
A lace front.
I'm not going to even say nothing until it's through.
Oh,
Wait,
it's
look at you. See that?
crying.
You see that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, the baby was crying.
That little girl is going to think something's wrong with her if she don't have that shit on her like that. That is a 1-year-old, ladies and gentlemen.
That's insane.
A 1-year-old. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that should be child abuse.
That is child abuse, Craig.
Yeah, that's wild.
It should be.
And like I said, the average mind will be like, what's wrong with that? That little girl is fucked for life. If that little girl grows up, 2-year-old, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, wearing that every day, the only way she would change her ways is if she's somewhere on a desert island and couldn't get to that shit no more. Then she might learn to accept who she is.
Yeah, that's cold-blooded. If it was a little boy and they put a ponytail
Somebody say the
on him,
African teethers. Yeah, over there in Africa, let's talk about it. The skin bleaching cream is a hot item for sale.
definitely.
For life. This is what the internet has done. The internet has made people think you're supposed to be a certain way, and that certain way is not who you are. For life. There's another little girl. Do we have that video? We have that video?
It might be the one.
They call her influencer, this little girl. Look at how they teach this little girl to dress. I just want you to look. This is a little girl. When I say a little girl, I mean a little girl. Look at her.
Wow.
Crazy, man.
I just want people to know this is what people are doing to their children and putting them on the internet. And you know, the average mind would be like, oh, she's so cute. This little girl is fucked for life. Do you know as far back, I'm saying as even the early 90s, people weren't putting lipstick on their babies? They'll look at you like, girl, get your ass. I'm talking about like if you're not in high school, even in high school though, but if you're not in high school, you would not let your child dress like this, but now it's trendy to slut out a child. But I'm saying like some people will be like, Corey, what you tripping on? You don't see this? Is it? I don't know if it's just me. Somebody can tell me it's just me. No. But when you see a little girl begin like this, look at her. She's a beautiful little girl. She should be knowing things that's going to help her become something to be proud of. What do you think her doing this is going to help her become?
Man, her mother.
Not that young. And that young too, it's really gonna,
She's instilling materialism into her.
Man, cut it off, because I want to hear.
Like,
I want to let Craig cook with what he said. What is she doing?
She's instilling materialism into her daughter. So her connection to value is going to be based in something artificial that ain't real. She's going to be, if she don't stop it, that child is always going to look in empty places for love.
Damn, Craig, you killing them.
She's not going to be able to connect on a more personable level because she's going to just attach her self-worth to materialism And that's why all these bitches got BBLs and
Chatty Fanny, that was a good one.
a baby daddy and a stud, a baby daddy with a stud husband. You know what I mean? Like that's where that type of shit lead to.
I'm just letting you cook, man, because I know you smart and you peep it. Like Craig, I don't really let Craig prep for this. I like when he goes off the top of the dome because he's one of them people that go off the top of the dome with his thoughts. And I feel like it's strong thoughts that help the show. But we got a sister who speaks about stuff like this. Do we have that tape? Almost. It's okay. I'll cook a little bit between
But
there.
somebody mentioned it in the chat, and I agree.
What'd they say,
They
D?
said children are supposed to have their innocence,
Exactly.
Yeah, you put
Man,
that.
that is
taken
a
away.
great point.
and it's been removed. You know what I'm
At
saying?
that
for a lot
age,
of
you're
kids
supposed to
now.
be dirty and outside.
Facts.
Playing on your knee. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm
like
saying?
just
You're supposed to
chop
be
on the
out there
floor.
falling down and
Something that's never said is that being a child, being an adolescence, is such a small portion of your life. It's such a small portion. You spend the vast majority of your life, especially if you live a long, healthy life, you spend the vast majority of that as an adult. Let kids be kids. And don't even get me started on the wig on the baby. That's going to piss me off.
When you're a 12-year-old girl, the last thing you need to be worried about is your sexuality.
Yeah, facts.
Your sexuality, if it is a priority at age 12, you're brought up wrong. At 12 years old, you're supposed to be worried about being a good student, being a good person to your mother and father, and learning how to be a human being that builds the human race. When you're 12 years old, you're not supposed to be worried about nothing we saw in that video. When you are a little girl and you're outside playing, growing, and everything, I'm saying at age 12, you are starting to realize who you are and how you look matters to you. But it shouldn't matter to the point where you go out of your way to extreme measures to look false. Looking false as a little girl. When you're 12, 13, you're going into high school. If your priority is to look false, you'll put that before school. School is the place where you go for a fashion show instead of going to grow and learn. So I'm saying if you're not brought up right, there's going to be problems. And how about this? This video is catching a lot of women off guard. They're like, well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? That's what's wrong with society. The women don't even see what's wrong with what they're doing to the children.
And I'm sure some women do see the problem. A lot of them don't. And I guarantee you this, even those two examples that he showed earlier, the fathers are not there because no father in their right mind would stand there and watch all these women put a wig on his goddamn baby. Or the other child that looked like she's maybe 5 or 6 years old and they're dressing her like she's adult. No father worth his own salt would allow that. That's women shit.
The children, you need to keep them as innocent as you can, as long as you can. Because they're going to have years of getting through back by people like me with 200.
Well, can I mention something else? Because a lot of people are bringing that up too.
Somebody say only black Americans do this to their kids. No, you're
No,
wrong.
that's
That
wrong.
was a video, I think, from another place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's happening everywhere. Whoever said that. Go ahead.
the Bible is the main book.
I'm saying a lot
What'd
of
you say, Craig? Hold on.
So anywhere the Bible is the main book, shit like
where
this
it's
is going
happening.
on.
God damn, that's deep. Anywhere the Bible is the main book.
Yeah.
Wow, I caught it, Craig. What was you saying, D? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to bring up the part of pedophilia, because a lot of people are saying, they'd be the first people to complain about somebody committing that, right?
Right.
But yet they're having their children look like that. I mean, you're attracting grown men. You're sexualizing your child.
Yes.
So that's wild to me, because right away everybody be like, oh, what are you looking at? Ooh, he's looking at my child. Or grown women say that. He's looking at me a certain way when they're dressed away. Can you imagine that? They're dressed in a certain way. They're a woman. Hopefully they can handle that. But you got a little girl like that walking around. That little girl, that little 3-4-year-old little girl, wow.
I would say to the women who don't know this, listen to this and try to have an open mind when I say this. The hunger of a healthy male, sexual-wise, is stronger than you can ever imagine.
Hell yeah.
If they didn't have laws that put men in jail for taking sex from women,
God.
many men
Yeah.
would take sex, because a healthy male with a sexual appetite is all he thinks about all day.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, some people can't even progress in school or at their job because they have to have sex, and after they have sex, there's about an hour and a half window before you need sex again. When you're healthy. Most of the sperm in your body is going down the drain or getting wiped off somewhere it's not supposed to be.
Real shit.
It's ready.
As the video set up, play the video of the sister giving a little knowledge, just real quick.
You.
Shahrazad
y'all
Ali.
ain't never even been around your father, but you know you hate him. So your value comes from your behavior. It comes from you helping maybe your parents, being respectful to other elders, helping somebody if you can, trying to take charge of certain situations in your home. Don't let your baby's mother dress your little girl like a little whore.
Facts.
Don't let your baby mama put weaves in your daughter's hair, because that's teaching her that the only way it can be beautiful is if she buys some fake material and glue it on her head. They come from another race of people called age. So we don't need to teach that. We don't need to take our little girls and start putting them on makeup, letting them wear thongs, shorts, halter tops. You men know you don't like that. Every father don't really like that.
Not at all.
So we need men who will speak up about that. Like I say, we've tricked y'all on that.
As is whose podcast, find out and send them a shout out because they had a guest that I feel like I would love to have her on my show.
Man, you
Oh,
gotta
sure.
do
Got
that.
some knowledge.
I believe that podcast is hardly initiated or something like that, but it would be dope. That would be one of Corey's dopest guests, would be for him to have Shahrazad Ali on his show. I'm sure he could get her on there easy.
For people, especially the people who want to hear it. You can't save everybody, but
That's
yo,
it's what Nayo is Showerhot.
Shahrazad Ali.
Shahrazad Ali.
of course, yeah, her name is Shahrazad Ali,
She a
and the point
legend
I'm
in
trying
the
to make is
game,
this, man. We live in a time where when somebody educates you like that, they'll say something negative about her, and she
Hell
ain't
yeah.
even said what you need to hear.
Hell
Women
yeah,
hate
they
her.
will.
A lot of
Women hate
can't
her.
stand her. Oh my God, she's just telling the truth.
See?
You remember
Where you
the
get
girl
a
who
hat
I had
like
on
that?
the show?
Where you get a hat like that?
She lives in Florida. I can't believe I'm forgetting her name.
Oh, the young lady from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
River?
I can't believe I'm forgetting her name. But anyway, she
River
tell me-
TV?
they call me Pick-a-knee and all that shit.
Oh, the
They-
feminist.
Yeah, they talk about her for giving this information. Listen, we're not here to try and make you feel bad if you had your daughter dressed like that. We're here to give you education on what happens when you dress your daughter like that. We don't want you to send your child out in the world sexualized, because if they're sexualized, by the time they 14,
It's over.
motherfuckers like me, is Trina there?
Said
She
14.
coming
Not
out?
14. You mean
You
18?
mean 18?
Put that
yeah.
thing in that bitch mouth.
Yeah, he means 18.
Man.
18. No, they don't wait till they 18. When they 14, people start knocking at the door. asking
People
for it.
start
Yeah.
knocking.
People start.
Well, I mean,
Clean that up, bro.
Me,
I know,
can't
but he,
do
I
that.
know,
Yeah.
but did he
I
not
don't
say it
want no
right?
14-year-old.
Right.
I
Okay,
need
we're
a
making
bitch.
sure we're clear.
18 in a day. I need you to be 48 hours away from
Can we
adolescence.
talk?
And I didn't even think about regarding the second video that he played. I didn't even think about that from a sexualizing position. I just looked at it as, why are y'all trying to force kids to grow up so quickly? But the number one thing is just that the weaves and the wigs, man. Shahrazad Ali spoke on it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to our people, is our women's addiction to wigs and weave. And of course, ladies, if you're watching this right now, because I know y'all gonna get in your feelings, if you don't wear wigs and weaves when you're natural, I'm not talking to you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Outside of any medical conditions, alopecia and all that nonsense, we're gonna move that to the side. Outside of that, I figured it out. There's only two reasons why our women say weaved up like this, man. Putting weaves and wigs on children is outlandish. But it's because of this, man. Our women hate their own hair because when they were growing up, like Shahrazad Ali said, their moms was putting that fake stuff in their hair. So the only reason that they determine if their hair looks beautiful or not is someone else's hair. They can't look at their big nappy afro and think it's beautiful because it's not straight. It's not of a European style. So the first thing is self-hatred. And the other thing is just laziness. A lot of our women don't want to do their hair every single day. And men aren't saying like you gotta spend 6 hours in the mirror doing your hair every single day, but men would like to see their women in their natural state. But just all them weaves and wigs on children. Of course, that one being a baby is absurd, but I'm in Detroit. It's nothing to see little black girls 8, 9, and up all weaved up and wigged out. You look at their mom and she the same same exact way. It's unfortunate, but when you have these conversations with black women, you get told to mind your business. It's not all of us. Again, if it doesn't apply, I'm not talking to you. And a lot of people say that black women don't have hair and they all bald headed under that. No, a lot of them have heads full of hair under them wigs. It's ridiculous, man. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do better, squad. Fall out.